Antique Frankenstein percussion pistol. What could this be then? Well, this is a pistol that I picked up a couple of years ago here in Sweden. I bought it for $120, I think. And the reason why I bought it was because it intrigued me. And I was wondering what this actually is. First I thought it was a rifle that had been shortened down because the stock does not fit with the overall proportion of the gun. I'm measuring the size of the whole thing now. It's like 37 centimeters in total, and barrel 22 about, and the bore is 12 millimeter. So it's not, I don't think it's a musket, because a musket would have a larger bore. But as you can see in the front there, underneath the barrel, there is a cutout for an attachment point, and that is totally missing on this barrel. And that is the ramrod. Hardly doubt that that is also the original. Put that to the side. It's a very good action on it, very stiff spring. So let's take it apart then. Let's speed up this so we don't fall into a coma. That is the bracket. It has a crack in it, and there comes the lock work. You can see all the parts in there. It's quite fascinating how this simple system works actually. Where the half cock, you cannot press the trigger. You have to have it on full to make the trigger action work. I'm pressing on the bar that is connected to the trigger with my thumb to release it. There's a crack in the hammer's face. This gun has probably been more dry fired over the past 120 or so years. And more times than it has actually been fired with powder in it, I think. So let's take it apart a little bit more. There comes the barrel. The barrel is only attached with a tang screw and a little cross pin in the stock, and I think that cross pin is too weak to hold the barrel under recoil. So that's why I think that cutout has been used for attaching the barrel more securely. In the stock configuration it had once. And you have the tang plug. The barrel is actually a pipe, and then the plug is threaded and plug the rear. There you have the stock, and you can see how poorly it has been patched up with wood putty or something, I don't know. There you see the trigger mechanism. The trigger guard is very thin, almost like a razor sharp. I don't think that would hold up in field use at all. I took the trigger guard and the bottom plate off many years ago, and there was no marking underneath there, and there's no marking on this at all. Nothing, not on the lock, not on the barrel, not underneath the barrel, not underneath the lock, nothing. So that's very strange. It's almost like it's a black gun. Here I have another pistol in my collection. This is a Henry Aston, made in America in the 1840s. They're smooth on the top. There is no rear sight on that one. But if you take a little look on this one, you can see that it has actually a rear sight. And the sight picture is not that bad, I have to say. You can line it up. But that is not something you found on the Aston. I find that strange. When you hold the two in your hand, you can really feel the difference. The Aston is much more meatier. Heavy American steel. So let's put it on the scale. I forgot to put the ramrod back in there, but it makes no difference. So this is 600 something grams. Now we take the Aston. 1185, almost 1200 grams, double the weight. So the Aston is by far a way more substantial piece of hardware. Aston also has a bigger bore. I think it's a caliber 54 and 13 or 14 millimeters, and this one has 12. Yeah, I've been wondering what I should do with this pistol. When I bought it, I was planning on replacing the stock with a laminating styrofoam, and then use lost foam casting and make a stock in aluminium, and I would make barrel bands in copper and brass and steampunk it, but I don't know, time will tell.